Welcome to this Zentangle Quickie. My name is Heather Hartwick Gladden. I'm a certified Zentangle teacher. And today we're going to take a look at the Tangle Fanz from Susan Goetter. All right, this is a nice fill-in tangle. And we're going to pretend, so I'm going to put my 4 corner dots in here and a border. We'll pretend this is a section in a tangle that you're doing. And it starts off, let's say whichever way, where do I want to start here? We'll call this the bottom. So it's going to start off with a row of curved lines. And I'm just going to put them together. I'm making these ones a little bit squattier than I did in my step out. I didn't want to redo the step out. And you can, do these to whatever height you want. So a row of curved lines, like so. Then, in this one, I did split up just for people like me that see a shape and go, well, how do I do that exactly? So what I'm going to do next is we're going to aura, basically the points. We're going to split these in half. So I'm going about half, and this is going to be, well, that's interesting. That's going to be my aura and aura. So from about halfway, and you can adjust it as you go, of course. And then again and again. Now, you could do this all in one stroke. This step plus the next step, which is to put a curved line on top. Okay. So this is one of those up to you moments, whatever works best for you. So for instance, if I was going to do it all at once, then I would, okay, let's aura this, and put a cap on it. And aura, and a cap. Like that. So whatever way works for you. I like to throw out these different ways so that way everybody might feel like, oh, I can do that. Knowing that we all work differently. Okay. And because because I have this squiggly line here, what I'm doing is I'm pretending like I'm using the I'll look at that. The hollabow technique to essentially draw underneath the border. So that's why I have these like partial ones. So what I do for those is you just have to imagine, well, where is that piece going to end, and then just draw the curve. So like even here, well, there would just be that much, and probably that much of the curve. I find that fun, but you could also find a way to just do solid ones and then do something else in those gaps, I suppose. All right, so maybe we'll make this our last row. And while this is a fill-in, it also I'm picturing where you say you don't have you're doing something and you don't have a border or you don't have a section. You could still, put as many of these as you want and kind of have them fill in to whatever direction that you might want, if that makes sense. Well, I can fit sort of one more, so I'm just feeling the need to do that. So, and I guess what I'm saying is, so like say, you put a row in one direction and then you just stack them however you might want to. I can see that being something that somebody would do also. That's where I was thinking. All right. Whoops. Knocked my microphone. Now, this is essentially it, except for then you get to decorate and have fun with it however you might want to. So let me show just a couple things. And I did put some samples on the step out. But let's do, I'm just going to pick a row here. one fun thing to do, well, okay, I said one, and now that I'm thinking of two, um, let's do this. Let's do straight lines, because you could do these as curved lines also. And in my step out, I did them as, I did a straight line here, and then these more curved. So let's just do them as straight lines, so that way it's also something different than what I have in the step out. And by the way, the step out is in the description section. I will have a link to mine, as well as the For More Inspiration will be a link to Susan's also. All right, and then this one, okay, we're going to say like that. So you could do just like that and leave it, or let's do another row of those. And then I will show you what else you can do. Now, if you want, if you ended up with this and you're doing them a lot bigger, then of course you have a lot more room to do things. Where here I'm because I decided to do these curve lines small, so that way you can see what they look like in multitude. That makes these very small. So let's use the technique of rounding. And so what I'm going to do is just on these corners where, you know, this line is meeting up with the edge of the fan, I'm just making it a curve line. And what I might do, just to kind of neaten it up, is go back over, but let's just see when it's done. And it's so small, it's hard to get a little curve in there, but yeah, I kind of have done that. No, I think I like that. Okay, and then we'll do that on this one too. So just some rounding. The course correction I was considering, well, I'll show you in a moment. That way you can see. Is to basically go over the top line, and besides kind of thickening it, it could take away any little extra bumps that there are up there just from the nature of doing it. But that's an up to you thing to do. With it's this small, it's almost like you're just going, you know, just drawing almost a straight line. If you can get a little curve in there, that's good. And now I'm keeping this up really towards the top. You could almost like this, where I've added this line, but you could maybe bring the cornered or the rounded part down a little bit. It makes these a little shorter, but that's something that you could do. And then of course you could always do the let's see, just, you know, the straight lines. Actually, let me do one here at the bottom, just the straight lines, if you wanted. Could also thicken, say, just the bottom. So let's see if we do, actually, let's do this one right here. We'll just thicken the bottom line here just by going over it a little bit, like so. That can be kind of neat. Or you could just leave them alone and just shade them. You could do that as well. And then anything else in your mind that you can think to do with them. Gosh, could have orbs in them. We could do that up here. Well, let's do that up here. You could have a combination of these that I've shown. Could thicken the line and then add the straight lines to it, or, you know, the curve lines, or the orbs, or, you know, it doesn't matter. This is just, you know, up to your imagination what you want to do with it. Oh, just had another idea that isn't on anything. Oh, let's put that right here. Could do print tops. And this one, I'm just going to do a big one. Like that. And like I said, just, it's really, really neat idea. Nice. It's a nice filler. And again, well, let's just show this as well. Where might I want to do this? Oh, let's just add it to this. So say we would just want to fill some in. I'm going to come back and fill those other, the bottoms of these out in a moment. But say you just want to fill it in solid with the pencil, because that way it adds a little something. So we might have, so we have the dark, we have open, and then we have in the middle, which is just kind of solid gray. Lots of options for this, lots of options. And then if you feel like you want to add color in, of course, that is something you could do. Oh, and let's wait, there's another idea. And again, just reminding, because this is small, we'll see. Let's see how well we do. And if I can do this without adding more graphite, but let's see. I guess I have to go this way. So I'm putting some. Oh, look at that. Yeah. Oh, I don't know if you can see that or not. So I added some graphite here at the base. Might have to just be a little darker. Just don't spread it out too much if you're working this tiny. Oh yeah, yep. You can kind of see that. Again, just because it's tiny, it is kind of hard to do and to see. But then also, you could. Oh, here it is. I'm using the charcoal pencil, and even though this is on white, oh, look at that! Ooh, that's neat. So just with the charcoal pencil, going over, where I want that curve to be, and because it's also going over the lines, but yet you can still see them, and it just makes them look shiny. How cool is that? And so you could do that to almost, anything here. So I hope that gives you some good ideas. Again, it's just a neat fill-in. It's a different texture. And, maybe if I'm looking at, some of my fan shapes are better than others, but, once you get them all in there, you see how much, it doesn't really matter. Ooh, another thought. If you kept all of these light, this would be a lot of work, I think, but you could fill in that background. So that could be something that you might want to do. Again, completely up to your imagination. And I hope I've given you some good ideas while introducing this cute tangle. And with that, if you enjoyed it, would love to have a thumbs up or a like. Feel free to share it. And if you like it enough to see more, would love to have you as a subscriber to the channel. Of course, that is free. Remember, in the description section, we have the step outs as well as ways to connect with me. So if you have enjoyed this and maybe want to have fun with an online class, I do them weekly, sometimes more than one a week. I have a lot of them that are free, and then I have some that are paid as well. So you can certainly take a look at that on my website, which the link is below in the description. All right. So with that, thanks so much for watching and having fun, and I wish you happy tangling.